Story of the creation of man. What first happened was the Aesir, which is a group of three gods, was walking and noticed two trees standing next to or sitting next to each other, the ash tree and an alder tree. They noticed that they didn't have souls, and they weren't very lively. So what they did was they gave them a soul, gave them blood, and they were given warmth, along with free will. They decided to name the trees closely after the humans closely after the trees they were before. And the first one that was made out of the ash tree was Ask, and the second one, who was made out of the alder tree, was Elber, male and a female. The Aesir created a rainbow from Earth to Asgard, their home, in order to watch Ask and Elber to raise their children and increase the human race. So the first set of children was disappointing to them, and they weren't nice or mannered in any way. However, the second set of children from the previous children were nicer in every way. They were mannered, had nice, fine clothing, and their children were even finer still. Eventually, Odin decided to help out humanity, and he went to Earth and disguised himself as a beggar and would give words of wisdom. One of the words of wisdom was, "Man die, or men die, cattle die. There's only one thing that will not die. That's the name you make for yourself, good or bad." And people didn't know that it was Odin for a while, until he disappeared one day, into thin air, and they knew they were talking to one of the gods, and they held the words as sacred. The gods aren't all powerful. Also, there are people that they have to answer to as well. The Norns are the deciders of fate. They know everything that was, everything that is, and everything that will be. The three Norns' names are Erd, Verdande, and Skuld. They weave threads, and it's a long thread if the life is long, a short thread if the life is short, and it is a gold thread if it's a hero or a prince, a finer thread kind of thing if it's a farmer or a freeman person. And it's for average people, it's just an average, normal, coarse, just woven string. The three names of the Aesir, of the gods in the Aesir, are Odin, Homer, and Loder. And they're the only gods that aren't immortal, and then the Norns control their life as well. That's the basic story of the creation of man.